injuries. I was released twice, and just when I had scratched and clawed my way to the top, my in-ring career was over. I could have sat at home, satisfied with what I accomplished, but I decided that's not how I wanted my story to end. I wanted to show myself, my family, and anyone who's gone through adversity in life that you need to take on whatever challenges you face and fight for your dreams.
Well, we might as well get on the Daniel Bryan bandwagon.
The Miracle Kid! The Miracle Kid! 77,000 chanting in unison. Yes, yes, yes.
Right after I graduated high school, I moved from Washington down to Texas to train at Shawn Michaels School. It wasn't too long after that I was signed by WWE. When I first got signed by WWE in 2000, I had no idea really what to expect. Most of the guys on TV had been wrestling for years and years, and at that point I'd only been wrestling for 6 months. Since I was still really new to all this, I was sent to hone my craft at WWE's developmental territory, which at the time was in Memphis. Luckily, William Regal was a trainer there, and he helped me out a lot. So with the WWE contract and Hall of Fame trainers, Bryan Danielson was on the fast track to success, right? No, not quite. I was released in 2001, the first time I was released by WWE. It was really hard, actually, because I really didn't know what to do. William Regal told me this is a chance to learn. This is a chance to go travel the world, find who you are as a wrestler, and find who you are as a person. So I went back to the Indies and touring in Japan. But soon after that, in 2003, Bryan Danielson made his triumphant return to WWE. Well, sort of.
Bryan Danielson from Aberdeen, Washington.
I returned for some one-off matches on WWE's weekend shows, Sunday Night Heat and Velocity.
I like this kid. Look at that. Nice monkey flip. Well, you know, this Bryan Danielson is a very accomplished young man. We've seen him in the past, and he's very, very good.
I didn't really have a goal other than it was good exposure on TV. And one of these matches happened to be against a young up-and-comer named John Cena. Surely this would be my big break, right?
Huge victory here in one-on-one action. Welcome everybody to WWE Velocity. Michael Cole here alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. We kick things off with John Cena against a local competitor named Bryan Danielson.
I gotta say, Cole, I'm surprised Cena's not rapping at all tonight.
Well, that's because John Cena is focused. He's facing Brock Lesnar on SmackDown next week, and he's going to make an example of Bryan Danielson right here tonight.
Oh, I think this man means business. Now back to the ring.
I can't tell what's more outrageous, Cena's recent raps or those ugly yellow pants.
You're just jealous, Saxton. Cena's got dope style and mad rhymes. Hippity. Hoppity hoppity.
Oh, flying forearm
On the mark. I think Cena is a little surprised by the offense of this relative unknown.
Cena's new attitude may have made him overlook Danielson, but if he refocuses, he should easily take control back here. He's inflicting some serious pain here. Going for the cover. That slam put him in a bad way, guys. This Bryan Danielson guy looks a little nerdy, but apparently he's got a pretty impressive pedigree. Where'd he come from?
Cole, Bryan Danielson began his training with a former WWE champion, Monday Night Raw's own Shawn Michaels. Before his big comeback, HBK actually started a wrestling school, and we're seeing one of its graduates.
John Cena with the offense. Corey mentioned Bryan Danielson training with Shawn Michaels, and I see some of that high-flying pedigree, but this kid doesn't strike me as a main event material like HBK. Anything else about his training? Well, John Cena with the early cover. Digging deep for a kick out.
It's going to take more than that.
Nicely done.
Oh boy, he is rolling. John Cena's modified powerbomb has defeated some heavy hitters as of late, and a small guy like Bryan Danielson has to have a huge target on his back.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, Saxton. He picks up his opponent as if he's doing a belly-to-back suplex, then twists them around in midair and plants them like somebody would do with a rock bottom.
DDT!
Spiked them.
The two of you mentioned Cena's devastating modified powerbomb, but what will work on a tiny loser like Bryan Danielson won't do for Brock Lesnar. I think Cena might have to develop something new to take down the next big thing. The human body can only absorb so much of that.
He's always had great stamina. See if it lasts here.
Bringing it back into the ring. Draped on the apron. It's got to be hard to rebound from that one. Big move coming. Oh, I think this man means business.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
Here we go. John Cena setting it up.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Shoulders on the mat. That does it for Bryan Danielson. Cena wins.
Cena rolls along toward his big encounter with Brock Lesnar. I can't wait. I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history. Hope everybody at home set those DVRs, because that was a match you're going to want to watch again and again and again. Epic.
Here is your winner, John Cena!
Cena prevails in this warm-up for the battle with Brock.
And see ya bye for Bryan Danielson.
If you didn't believe this guy before, there's no reason not to now. Not after that performance.
What a match that was, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us.